doing his workout with Mike Tyson and the trainer. What do you make of Francis? Pro boxing fans here in London with Skye Nicolson. Skye, firstly, how are you? How's life?
Life's good. I definitely can't complain. I'm living the dream. A little bit jet lagged.
Okay.
Going strong, 4 hours sleep, but no, can't complain. Very happy.
Let's talk about why we're actually here. Geob versus Jordan Thompson. Obviously, Geob coming from far away across the pond like yourself. Just talk to me about how proud you are of, the sort of surge in fighters that are just coming through from New Zealand, from Australia, from them ends. How proud does that make you?
Yeah, of course. I think Australia's really put themselves on the map in the boxing world, especially in the last couple of years. I think Matchroom's doing amazing things to make big international fights all the time. Everyone in Australia is just like raving about Matchroom cards and trying to get on Matchroom cards because of the exposure that they can get to the rest of the world. So I think it's been really good. Obviously, the likes of me, Ebony, Dempsey, Liam Paro, now Jai as well, all having these opportunities to fight on big cards that the world can see and not just in our island down under.
Talking about fighting on because you've sort of globe-trotting, I think that's the right phrase to be using. Last time you fought was in Mexico, Tijuana, Mexico. Just talk to me about that experience because that's another one to add to the big list that you've got going on right now.
It was amazing. I actually loved it. The Mexican fans are so excited. They were so supportive. I had so much fun. It was a new experience, obviously a much smaller ring they use in the Mexico shows. And yeah, just the culture, new audiences, new fans. I loved it. It was really, really good. They were very welcoming and I'd love to fight in Mexico again.
Every time I watch you fight, you've always sort of put in a punch perfect performance at normal times, but the one in Mexico was a bit different. You were a lot more aggressive, and that seems to show online. On Twitter, we saw a lot of people saying, listen, we like Skye, but we need to see that aggression, and we saw that aggression in Tijuana. Is that what we're going to see going forward, or do you adapt to the fighters that you have in front of you?
I think we're definitely going to see more of that going forward. I'm really happy that people got to see more of what we have been working on. I didn't just go back to what I'm comfortable doing and what I'm used to doing. Obviously, I had 150 amateur fights, boxing on the back foot, counterboxing. So it's definitely been a work in progress, but I'm really, really glad that glimpses of that work is starting to show in my fights, and I think we're only going to see more of it in each fight as I go on.
What's next for you? When are you looking to get out? There's a few cards. Obviously, we're looking at a possible Eubank Ben at some point. We're looking at possibly a Middle Eastern fight, maybe in December. Talk to me about that. What's next for you?
I don't know where and I don't know when, but I will be out before Christmas. So it could be the UK, it could be the Middle East, it could be America. I think my team will sit down with the matchmakers and the Matchroom team in the next couple of weeks and get something locked in. But I'll defend the interim title before the end of the year, and hopefully against a good competitive contender. I want someone between me and Serrano, someone ranked above me that's going to just keep putting me in the right direction towards the big one.
Do you want to talk about a fight that's got made, the rematch, the big rematch versus Chantal Cameron versus Katie Taylor? Talk to me about this. Is it going to be a repeat or revenge?
You know, I watched the press conference on Tuesday, and I really hoped that Katie would have maybe talked about what she's worked on or changed, because I am really interested to see what changes she felt she needed to make, or what she thinks is going to be different about this time around. I think she's got a very tough task in front of her in Chantal. She always did. But it was still a competitive fight. I don't think you can ever write off Katie Taylor in this fight. I think size definitely played a major role in it, so I hope that she has maybe put a big attention on building some strength and size. I think she didn't really look much bigger at 140 than she ever looked boxing at 135, so I think that might play into her favour a little bit, but I was really hoping that we would hear what it might be that she's decided to change or work on, or what's going to be different about this time round. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. November 25th.
For sure. I do want to actually show you, because you're actually sort of got this big pedigree behind you. You're a boxer. There's a lot of talk about now this whole Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou thing, and
Yes.
a lot of people in boxing are saying, listen, we'd watch it the next day. We're not really going to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But there's a workout footage from Ngannou. John Fury's had a lot to say about it. I've asked Eddie about it. I just want you to have a look at this. And just give your thoughts on what you think of Francis Ngannou's sort of... He's doing his workout with Mike Tyson and the trainer. What do you make of Francis? Do you think he's got anything in there? John Fury saying, listen, if that's the case, this is kidology. This is going to be the quickest knockout for Tyson Fury ever.
I mean, Fury's a very tricky operator, and I think if he's got a slow plotter in front of him, it's going to work very well into Fury's hands. So, I mean, I think there's much bigger and better fights out there that Fury could be having. But he's a businessman. It's a business, and money talks. So I think for boxing fans, hopefully we can see Fury make some of the fights for the fans as well. So we'll see.
Final one before I let you go. And a fight this weekend in the US between Canelo and Charlo. Talk to me about that one. How do you see that one playing out?
I think Canelo probably stops Charlo. I think size will play a role in that as well. When I realised he was the smaller Charlo brother that was fighting him. But I think it'll be a great fight. I think they're two amazing, great fighters, and it's a great fight for boxing. The best fighting the best, even though they are, I guess, from different weight divisions. But no, I think it'll be a good fight for boxing, but I think Canelo will probably stop Charlo in the middle to late rounds.
Actually, before I let you go, what's that one fight you want made this year? We haven't got a couple of months left.
Yeah.
So I'm putting you on the spot.
Cutting
it fine. All right, let's call it in the next 6 months. What's that one fight you'd love to see that you want to get made?
I want to see the Sandy Ryan McCaskill rematch.
Okay. All right, we're going to cut into two categories here. So obviously female fight, and then we'll go to the men's side.
Okay.
So female fight, you've said. Yeah. Okay. Let's actually talk about that quickly.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know what to make of that.
I don't have many words. I don't have many words for that. I was baffled. I'm still baffled. Nearly a week on. I struggled to give McCaskill 2 rounds, and for one judge to give it to McCaskill 7-3, I just can't actually comprehend that. And I've watched it back. I've watched it without commentary. I watched it live, and my opinion has not changed whatsoever. So I want to see Sandy get her redemption. I want to see that made ASAP.
And in regards to the men, which is that one fight, there's a few, but let me pick your brain.
Yeah, there's a few out there, but I think AJ Wilder would be great. I think we want to get the heavyweight division exciting again, and I think that's the only way to start doing it, is to see the best fighting the best.
Cool. Skye, for whatever reason, it's really hot in this room. I'm sweating. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. So thank you so much for giving me a bit of your time, and no doubt I'll speak to you soon. Thank you so much.